I'm Alex Watson, and I'm producing and directing the play Before the Morning Rush, written by Jamie Horan. I currently live in Los Angeles, California. My full-time job is I'm an editor at Disney. So I'm constantly editing, and I'm constantly coming up with new ideas to help promote films and stuff. And then even more in my personal life, like I want to direct, I want to produce, and I want to produce my own stuff eventually. And so I'm always making random funny videos and, fun stuff for the gram. But yeah, it's a constant and very prominent thing in my life. I love to entertain, and in any way, any capacity I can do it, I try. So during the first week of this, I had a lot of things going on. I had my work, which was a constant worry. I had a film festival that I was trying to do. Then one day it all kind of just piled together. I was sweating, I had a dry mouth, my chest was super tight, I felt like numbness and stuff. Luckily I was with a nurse friend, and she thought it'd be best to go to the ER. So we get to the hospital, and I'm sitting there, and they're doing all these tests. At the time, I had no idea it was a panic attack. Like, for those who've experienced panic attacks, it feels like you're dying. It wasn't something I would wish on anybody. So after they told me that, it wasn't anything, panic attacks are definitely serious, but it could have been worse is what I'm saying. But I gotta tell you, after that happened, I had a moment where I was like, do I call this off, like being a part of the 10 show, or do I keep going? And the one thing that kind of just came to mind is that I feel the less anxious here, and I feel more at home here doing this, and just like really bringing characters to life and creating these worlds. I think it's just because I love helping people, and I feel like getting people distracted from daily life is just such an underrated thing. So I decided to call my work, call everybody else, and just say, hey, I need a break, and I'm going to work on this play because it's something that I love, and it's something that I'm very passionate about, and it's something that brings me joy and peace. And luckily, even my work was like, please take the week off and have a good time. And they all watched the stream, which was really cool. And they put, in our conference room, they put up a few of the interviews and stuff. It was pretty crazy. Something that also during that time of just sheer panic, I kind of realized just how important family is. Friends come and go. They have to live their lives. They have to do their thing. And family is always just going to be there. And I don't know about everyone's family. I definitely have had ups and downs with my family. I think we all have. But that's what's so great about this play. This play has a great reminder about family. And I think without my family during that time, I think I would have been just lost. And so I really hope with this play that people can just realize support and love for everyone, and specifically the ones that you really do care about, or who are anxious and stuff, just having empathy and pure love for them.
Awesome. And now I'd like to present Before the Morning Rush by Jamie Horan.
I know what you're doing. It isn't gonna happen.
Just having a slow coffee and reading the paper here.
Tell me one thing you've read in that paper. You've been looking at it all through morning. I bet you haven't seen a single word.
New Star Wars coming out next week.
You've been talking about that for months. Star Wars isn't news.
Is to me. You seen those previews? Luke's gonna fight Vader.
Shh. Keep your voice down. You're older than me. Star Wars doesn't count. What else?
I'm waiting for...
Oh, for Pete's sake, Duane, she's too pretty for you. Not that you don't have your own charm in your own way. But she's got a handful of suitors trailing after her, and everybody thinks she's a catch. Those suitors are far more attractive than you or me. Slicker than a spit-shine Chrysler besides. Now, I'm not trying to discourage you, but
Oh, he's saying you ain't got a chance.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be mean, but after what happened with Judy, listen, I just don't want to see you get your heart broken again. Neither does Mom.
Can't I just talk to her?
Neither does Mom. What? What are you still doing here?
He's waiting on that new girl, the nurse.
Oh, are you gonna talk to her?
I don't know. Rusty thinks it's a bad idea.
Lay off him, Rusty. He's gotta try again sometime.
What, just like that, you're going to take his side?
There ain't no sides about it, Russ. He's my little boy. Same as you, okay? But he deserves to talk to any woman he wants to.
Well, if she was going to be here, she'd have been here 20 minutes ago.
Bet she's on her way now.
Well, if she's not here in the next 5 minutes or so, you're gonna be late. And then Tom's gonna give you grief and we're all gonna have to hear about it. Rusty, I can plainly tell you have not put the bacon in the oven, because if you had put the bacon in the oven, I'd have smelt it. All right, Gary Schneider and his crew are gonna be here, and they always order BLTs, and your love rations prep more. While you're back there, go get that utensil tray. Hey, Mama's arm is sore, but don't you worry, I'm sure it's just a tendon. I'm gonna see the doctor after my shift, but that means you need to polish it, put it in the bin, and kindly just put it on the table. I'll wrap it when you're done. Remember what I talked about with you? Hey, look at me. If you starts getting dark, you find a mirror, and you just let all the bad things out. Just get them out, because you don't need them. And what's left will be the good things, and that's what you say to her. You hear me?
Okay then.
Okay, then. I love you. Hey, you know your mama loves you. Come on in, take a seat anywhere. This one is fine though, right here. Would you like some coffee? Oh, no, I know you like hot water and lemon, all right?
I sure like coffee, but no caffeine this late.
Night shift, I remember that day. Like to see the menu?
I'll take a gander. Might be in the mood for something.
All right. Well, don't judge us on our presentation. It may not look pretty, but it hits the spot.
Come on, Ma. Sorry, Duane. New schedule's coming up. I can't go see the Star Wars with you. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, here you go. Now, what's for breakfast?
You know, I didn't even look. Can I get a few more minutes?
Oh, sure. The cook's right there. I'll be right with you. Hey, where's Duane?
Bathroom, probably.
Excuse me. Do you know him? Is that Duane Baumgartner?
You're about the prettiest woman I ever seen.
I don't think it's funny what you're doing.
I'm so scared you're gonna laugh at me.
Pretty girls don't talk to Duane unless it's for a joke.
I think you got the wrong idea here.
My brother thinks he's got a chance with you because you sit across from him sometimes, but you don't know.
I know I don't look like much. Probably lose a few pounds too.
Mister, I just asked a question.
All right, let me answer it.
I don't have much.
He's 30 years old, still lives at home.
I got a truck,
And all he's got
one good
are
suit,
me and his mom,
and no friends.
Mister, I just want to talk to him.
Rusty. Now, I know I'm coming on a little strong. That's because you're new here and you don't know what everybody else in this town knows, and that is you don't go up to Duane for a chat.
Rusty, we got started on the wrong foot or something.
My brother is not a vacation. You can't be a tourist with him.
Tourist meaning?
All the bad things. Get him out.
He had a girlfriend a while ago. Pretty gal. We thought it was real strange her going after Duane.
She said she wasn't so lonely with me around.
Our boys were in Nam at the time. Duane wanted to enlist, but they said he couldn't for reasons of personality and conduct.
She'd get in my truck and tell me to go fast.
She was real quiet. We figured maybe she has a brother over there or something.
We'd fly down the highway, and she'd hold on to me real tight.
73, the war ended. Our boys came home. She disappeared.
And all I'd think about was the wind going through her hair.
Turns out, she was getting lonely, waiting for a fella to come back. That's why she was so quiet. Then Duane went looking for her.
I just wanted to know why she stopped talking to me.
He got drunk. She broke his heart, so he put her fella in the hospital. Lucky they didn't press charges or stick around. They moved to Minnesota. Now, Duane is trying to forget, but everybody in this town knows most everybody, so he can't.
I'm just a nobody in the middle of nowhere. But I'm trying my best. I wish that I was just a face in someone else's dream. I could disappear as soon as they wake up. It's okay you think I'm ugly and fat, because I am. But I'm lonely, and friends is all I want. But you're the best part of my day anymore, so I hope that's okay.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just let him walk. All right? Duane's finally starting to get better, and I want to keep it that way.
Duane Bumgardner? You don't know me. My name's Beth Hansen. I think you knew my brother, Robbie Hansen. He mentioned you.
Robbie? That was a while ago. He still got that motorcycle?
No, motorcycle's gone now.
Shucks. I sure like that bike. Robbie doing all right then.
He passed a couple years back. Lived with me in Cedar Falls after the war. Came back and he was just different. Not my Robbie. Disappear for weeks on his bike. Come back in real bad shape. Helped out when I could, but he was just somewhere else. Said his bike was on fumes when he met you. You got him a motel and money for food and gas. That you talked to him. You were a friend. He couldn't stop talking about you, Duane. Came back. I hadn't seen him smile like that since high school.
Oh, Duane, that you? Oh, my baby boy did that.
His problems were just too hard to fix. Officer found him on the side of the road. I think he felt guilty. In January, Dad got sick, so I moved up to Floyd and got a job at the hospital here. I'm glad I found you.
Robbie was nice to me. I'm sorry to hear about your dad.
It's just lonely. I don't know anybody here, but I know about you. I'm not looking for romance, don't have time, but you sure got a good heart, and I'd like to get to know you better.
You want to be my friend?
I do. Apologize, but I heard you might be looking for someone to go see Star Wars with. If it's okay, I'd like to.
Yes! Okay, I got a nice suit. Can I wear it? Not a date.
Wear a suit. It'll give me finally an excuse to put on a dress.
Oh, I'm going to be late for work. Walk me into my truck?
You betcha.
There you go, Duane! There you go!
Oh, you kids doing this to your mama right before the morning rush. Rusty, go check the bacon. Go. Come back.
God.